Well, ladies and gents, surprising no one, She-Hulk is reportedly a mess. We've got details on Mark Ruffalo's role. All of this is possible rumour and leak, but this is not actually majorly new news. We've heard a good few months back that this was going to be a mess. I did a video on it. This is not, huge news, but it's now being purported by what we would consider to be more mainstream media. Although, again, comically, we covered this months back. But there is some more information here. But the resounding take is it's apparently a complete mess. Now, it's not just that. We also have the official synopsis for She-Hulk, as well as the premiere date, reportedly. So let's take a look at this. And side note, is anyone looking forward to this? And that's not me negatively asking. I'm genuinely curious. Is anyone here in my audience looking forward to this show? Let me know. For me, She-Hulk was a character which I really liked in the Incredible Hulk animated series. I remember that back in the day. I thought it was a fantastic cartoon. The animation was great. It reminded me of the old animated Spider-Man. I just loved it. It's one of those things that just worked really, really well. Similar to the old animated X-Men series, the original stuff. Just works. Just worked. And I think her character, She-Hulk's character in that series, worked really well, bouncing off Mr. Fix-It, the Grey Hulk, the sort of Detective Hulk version. There was loads of good stuff in that. So for me, was I looking forward to this? There was an element of me that was. But Disney has apparently done it again. They've wrecked something. So let's take a look, right? She-Hulk, which has Primetime Emmy winner Tatiana Maslany, who did Orphan Black. Look, whatever you think of Orphan Black and, the sort of plot of that, one thing I think she did well was display a wide range. Whether you agree that, each character was fully fleshed or the accents were particularly good, whatever. She still managed to show a good amount of range. So Tatiana Maslany isn't the worst part of this as an actress, but physique-wise, yeah, pretty shocking, obviously. She's not remotely like that, which is, all going to be CG, I'm sure. But obviously she's going to be starring in the lead role, and that's arguably one of Marvel Studios' most anticipated Disney Plus series, which, is it? I don't know. I don't think it is, but apparently it is, according to this website. Especially considering all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe tie-ins the show is rumoured to contain. So, again, similar to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it's this interconnected nature once more, which I think is going to be part of their downfall, personally. However, despite all the excitement, a recent report suggests that there might be some trouble in paradise, and that the show was experiencing production difficulties, with the Anchor's Jeff Snyder saying, "I've heard not good things behind the scenes." Which was, what might have led to the project being delayed, apparently. However, we've got another note from former Hollywood Reporter editor and Puck co-founder Matthew Baloney, who seemingly corroborates the initial report. So that's the initial report I think I covered back in the day. Either that or I was covering something else. I can't remember. I cover so much here on this channel. Independently noting that he's also heard it's a mess. Now, in his latest newsletter where he covered the growth of Disney Plus and its future, Baloney also broke down the first week performances of the live-action Marvel Studios series on Disney Plus, comparing the Avenger-fronted shows. Hawkeye, 14.2 million, Loki, 12.2 million, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, 8.3 million, WandaVision, 7.2, versus the only show that introduced the new character, Moon Knight, which was 7 million. You can see like a slow and steady decline. I'm really surprised Hawkeye got so much, but I mean that was one of the latest ones outside of Moon Knight, obviously. So obviously they've got a bigger subscriber count now, but still that's a huge difference. I mean it's double what WandaVision did, which was their entry into the Marvel Disney Plus shows. But they would contemplate, Marvel Studios' strategy moving forwards on the platform, and he shared the following tidbit and also revealed that Mark Ruffalo also apparently only has a small role in the series, which, surprise, surprise, I mean, this is now going to be the MCU. We can see it, it's very clear. I'm not one of these individuals to kind of bang on about it, but hey, when we get more information that one's being removed completely, yeah, it's pretty obvious, and you've got to state it. Although it seems likely he'll still feature prominently in marketing to help drum up interest, which is false advertisement. Stop doing it, you just piss people off. So Moon Knight generated about half the initial viewership as Hawkeye, and many fans seem to dislike it intensely. I recently discussed the question of whether Marvel has a creative problem on my podcast, The Town, but even from a purely business perspective, Marvel needs to figure out how to generate Avenger-level interest from non-Avenger properties. The upcoming She-Hulk is supposedly a mess, I've heard, even with Mark Ruffalo in a small role, and Ms. Marvel is another big test for fans. Nobody's saying Marvel's TV output is in trouble, but it's something to keep an eye on. Now the thing is, yeah, it's not in trouble specifically, but if they're not generating interest, then Disney won't be able to justify continuously pumping it all out. Or they will, by virtue of these just being entry points to characters, which will then, move further along into movies further down the line, depending on how they do it. Now, according to the Disney Plus website, She-Hulk will premiere with its 10-episode freshman season on Wednesday, August 17th. There you go. Apparently. If that date is accurate, the series will debut only a few short weeks after the Ms. Marvel finale and could suggest a possible November launch date for Secret Invasion. Now, you got Maslany, Ruffalo, apparently Tim Roth, Abomination, Ginger Gonzaga, Renee Elise Goldsberry, Jamila Jamil, blah, blah, blah. Loads and loads of people. But I think what's also concerning is apparently this synopsis. This new comedy series sees Bruce Banner help his cousin, Jennifer Walters, when she needs an emergency blood transfusion, and guess what? She receives his powers too. Tatiana Maslany will play Jennifer, who's a lawyer specialising in superhuman-oriented legal cases, and Mark Ruffalo is back as the Hulk, alongside Tim Roth, who plays the Abomination. Heavy on the comedy. I know She-Hulk is that sort of fourth wall breaking. She does look, comedic slants here and there, but it's not. The problem is my perception of comedy and Disney's perception of comedy are polar opposites of, the field here. Disney's very much slapstick nonsense for their comedy. My version of comedy is a few quips here and there to help the narrative along and sort of add some levity where relevant. This concerns me, them stating out and out it's a comedy. But there you go. Apparently, it's an absolute shit show. It is a mess. We've heard it before. Not a surprise. But it's good to hear that it's being corroborated more and more. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Check that you're subscribed. Turn the notifications on. Follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. H Reviews. Also, perhaps consider checking out my Teespring store. You can find it linked down below in the description box. There's some really cool designs. There's something that you might like on there, and it goes some way to helping the channel out and kind of what I do here. And it's a good way to support and rock some one-of-a-kind merchandise designs. We've got, of course, our favourite Jasper on a Clown World staff, but then we've also got something a little bit unique, the R32 GTR, as well as a JDM Pulsar GTIR. Again, stuff for everyone, bit of fun. Please do check it out down below in the description box.